Okay, there's a fucking bee right there. What is up, boys? Today we are hitting legs. But I'm actually excited because we're gonna be at Zoo Culture today, and I love hitting legs at Zoo Culture because guess what? This fucking asshole's buzzing on my ground. What is he doing? Okay, anyways, I love hitting legs at Zoo Culture because I get the best workout there. And the pumps are just fucking immaculate. You feel them growing right as you're doing the movement. So I'm happy to destroy them. We got it in a good amount of meals. I had a bunch of kebab, Persian food. A lot of that. Actually, you know what? Okay, fuck, we're gonna be fat. I'm gonna get another meal in because it's been about 2 hours since. And I'm not short of breath right now, so that means I need to eat more. I need to be fat. So we're gonna get a meal in. Time lapse that, John. And then we're gonna be at the gym.
You can see some good striation in the chest.
That shit doesn't even make sense, bro. How is someone that big? I'm making my meal. We're about to eat just, I think, beef and rice. But how the fuck does someone look that big? Bro, I got a long way to go. While I'm at it, I'm gonna just hit some Galaxy gas.
Screen door cracked, the ball game on. Man on the porch singing baritone. Tan line leads to that gentle place between a collarbone and a stone cold fate. Dockhand boys all say goodbye to the women that they swear are gonna be their wives. They'll be gone by the winter time, and they don't wanna bother with no friend of mine. Wet, hot American nights, shake your body dry on a coastline. Wet, hot American nights, we snuck our forks to the shore and drank a bottle bone dry. We snuck our forks to the shore and drank a bottle bone dry. Davey got back from his first tour. He ain't the same boy that he was before. 20's too young to nearly die. American boys are a friend of mine. Delco Danny cut a deal with the dealer that he met out at the Rivers Casino. He got caught counting cards and them spades broke his heart. Then the
What's up, boys? We are getting a meal in. Little sit down while I'm eating, just talking to you guys, kind of Rich Piana style. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of shit, guys. Schedule's been just packed, and it's all on my accord. Like, it's my fault. I try packing in so much shit just because, like, when I try new things and they start feeling good or they start loving me back in a way, you know, like I feel good doing these things, like theater, that's what I started recently. And I like it because I do at some point want to do acting, you know, the dream, be a bodybuilder and start doing acting just like Arnold did. But the thing is, like, right now that's not my priority. Right now my priority is to get as big as possible so I can get to the stage and to actually be a bodybuilder, because that is what I'm passionate about. That's what I have the passion for. That's what I've been doing the past fucking 5 years. So if I'm picking up bullshit just because, you know, it's loving me back and I'm starting to feel a little more fulfilled doing this thing, it's not gonna end up good because I have a priority. And if that's gonna distract me from my real priority, then there's a fucking problem. Even with friends, you know, it doesn't sound good when you say it, but a lot of friends are distractions. You know, even if you're doing some good, wholesome stuff, they're wasting time that you need to be putting into the thing that you're passionate about. Men are supposed to work. Without it, I don't think we have a purpose. So if we're not putting our work as number one and number two and number three and leaving everything else to number four, then we're fucking up. It should be all of your priorities at some point, other than your family. But as a young man, we obviously don't have a fucking family as like a kid and a wife. You got priorities. You got to start working on something. And if you don't know what you're passionate about, that should be your priority. Finding it. I'm lucky to have found fitness. You know, in a way it found me when I was just struggling. I don't think I've ever told people this story really. But one of the reasons I started weightlifting was because I got my ass beat. Boxing. Real bad when I was a kid, and I used to box a lot. Got my ass beat. It was a bigger kid, stronger kid also. And I started hitting the weight room because of that. I was weak. You know, I felt like a bitch after that. This was when I was young still, like I was 11, 12. And I started going like, and I started seeing all of these content creators getting recommended to me because I would look up stuff about the gym all the time. You know, started with Jeff Nippert and shit like that. And then David Lade started getting recommended to me. And I saw the aesthetic dudes, right? Started getting into it. Kept going, you know. I loved it. And I stuck with it for a while. And realized that I did want to start doing bodybuilding, especially when I realized I potentially do have a future in it with my physique. But this is the current path I'm on right now. And even if I do believe I could be a good actor, you know, if I keep on staring at that path while I'm already on one, because it looks attractive, you know, it might just fuck up this path and I stumble onto this one after 5 years being on this one, and I might not have both at the end of the day. With bodybuilding, it's a bit different because I'm still very young. You know, it's not like I'll miss my mark on my physique. But it's my priority, and right now, it's what I want to do. But now I gotta deal with the fucking decisions I made, because I've dedicated some time to doing theater and acting. But I think I started liking it so much just because I finally had a group of people that I collaborated with, felt good with. And surprisingly enough, I haven't really found that in the gym. The gym is usually just, up until recently, like recently I've been working out with a lot of friends. And I've been getting good workouts in, but before, past 5 years that I've been working out, never had a consistent training partner. It was always alone. And I like it like that. You know, I don't have a problem with it. But the thing is, like, when that's all I'm dedicating myself to, and that's really my number one priority, and I don't even have a training partner, or I have friends at the gym, but I mean, I don't go out of my way to talk to them for a while because I know that I need to finish my set. I need to get on my shit, right? You know, that's my number one priority. But when that's the majority of my life and I don't already have people, because I don't really have that big of a family. It's turning into a whole rant. But once you start getting those people, you know, I don't know, you just kind of want to stay there because it's comfortable. But you can't just fill up a void of, not loneliness, but I don't know, you feel like something's missing. When it's not missing, you feel good. But you can't just keep filling that with shit that seems like a good idea. Because as a man, you're already on a path, especially if you have your purpose, you know what your purpose is. And straying to these other things isn't going to help you in general in the long run. You know, of course, I'm not saying like don't do it whatsoever. I'm not saying don't use these outlets to be happy. No, I'm saying keep your priorities straight and don't overdo it. Because that's kind of what I was doing, overdoing it. Like, yeah, it's good to hang out with my friends and everything. Started making a lot of friends this year. But when it gets to the point that that's all you're doing, that's all you feel like doing, because it's feeling good, you're just filling the void. And you're losing all the progress. Like, I've been making progress, but it's slowed down. Like, I was going insane for a couple of weeks, because I had my head down, I was feeling good, and honestly, I was happier then doing that than I am right now. But guess what? Momentarily, it feels better at some points, but in the long term, sticking on my purpose, sticking on the things that I love to do, like bodybuilding, it's what keeps me fulfilled. Same thing with women, bro. So many people, especially my age, they settle for subpar women that they're not going to be happy with long term. And the thing is, finding a life partner, a wife, or even a girlfriend is a very important decision. One of the biggest decisions you're going to make in your life. You know, and a lot of guys my age, they like to fuck around a lot. Go with these women, sleep with them, pretty much manipulate them into sleeping with them, and then they just don't do anything with them after. Don't take them seriously. You're hurting the woman doing that. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't want to hurt them, so just fucking keep it in my pants. And I don't see the need to rush into a relationship, especially I'm so young right now. I know things are going to be changing so much. But you know, as a male with testosterone, of course it's hard. But it's fucking life, dude. It's supposed to be hard. So if you're just using that as outlet pleasure too, and just ruining the women, not only are you a weak man, but you're filling a void. You've got to deal with what's urging you to do that in the first place. Like, you don't need sex. You don't need that pleasure. And that's something that, just realizing that, or really telling myself that, helped me a lot, actually. Because I always felt like I was chasing something. I always felt like I needed something. And that would lead me into relationships or talking stages that I was not fulfilled in whatsoever. With no offense to these women, but women that I don't think I didn't connect with them. Let's just put it that way. And if you keep doing that, you're just gonna keep hurting yourself and the other person in the long run, man. So with everything, just stop trying to fill that fucking void with what's easier. Do what's hard but will be beneficial in the long run. Don't take the short-term pleasure right now, you know. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself in the long run in general. And I don't know, be a good fucking man. That's what I've been living by. You know, and I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I want to try my best to be the best man I can. And if I can do that, at least I'll be comfortable with that. I didn't even finish the meal, but I don't want to keep y'all waiting and ranting. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.